We're live twice today. See, guys, nobody on here yet, but you can hear it later. Did a whole 20-minute live earlier today, and things still process. I think it just, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. So yeah, I don't do lives much. I did that one on my phone, and man, I have some good information on there, and I'm really bummed. So I'm having a little coffee right now because it's been a long day. I'm a little tired, but I need to keep this content coming. And yeah, so I need to navigate this real quick too. Bear with me. Okay. So if anybody's watching right now, there's four people. Can you chat, say hey, what's up, or something here, so I can see how this works if it pops up. I got some good information for you guys coming anyway. All right, so stick around. Okay. Live chats visible. Oh, just took off on me. All right, I'm gonna say something. Hi. Reply. That way I can see. Please do me a favor. You got three people on here. Say hi, because I want to be able to answer questions in this one. Okay. So either it's not working or you're not working. All right, guys. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Swag. Swag land. Hey, it's working. We're in action. All right. So if you guys are thinking on, okay, it's going to be two parts. Okay. If you're thinking on getting into the business and you're of course probably thinking about starting off as a side hustle, carpet cleaning. You're not sure if carpet cleaning business is going to be a good fit for you. Um, I'm gonna tell you, and then also what are your potential earnings are in the carpet cleaning industry, and basically, if you want to think about exactly what it is, all right, is it even worth getting into the carpet cleaning industry? People think it's oversaturated. There's always going to be a lot of competition no matter where you're at, but you're supposed to make yourself stand apart. Okay, you are going to succeed in the carpet cleaning business if you do the right things. Okay, if your business model is right, you're going to succeed. Now, if you're not doing the proper business model, I don't care how much competition's out there, by the way, guys, you're going to succeed because your whole goal is to retain each customer. No, you're not going to be able to retain each customer, but the more you do, the percentage of those customers are going to call you next time. Going to call you next time. Okay. And you are going to succeed, and you might have to take it a little bit longer. If there is a lot of competition, and if there's a lot of good reviews from these other customers, and reviews are something that you really got to think about too. Then it might take you a little longer to get up there, but there's ways around it. We all got to advertise at the beginning. If you want to go door to door, that's what I did. Guerrilla marketing. Do that. Do whatever you gotta do. So if you're starting out as a side hustle, basically what you want to do is once you got your equipment, you know how to clean, start going door to door. Okay, it's door to door on the weekends. Walk around for about an hour for giving free estimates. You're gonna pick up a job or two. That job or two, at minimum, is gonna make you say one job, $250. Okay. Say you did one job a week for a month. That's $1,000. So for A thou Where you're working at right now, if your boss walked up to you and said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $1,000 raise," what would you do? Would your jaw drop? Would you be like, "What?" Go home to your wife and or whatever, and if if you're not married, whatever, and go celebrate and say, "Man, I just got a fat bonus, fat raise, $1,000 a month." $1,000 a month is a car payment on something really nice. $1,000 a month is yeah, if you're struggling, living paycheck by paycheck, that's food in the refrigerator. I mean, real good. That's bills paid. $1,000, if you spend that right, it's gonna really help you out. But guess what? Your boss is not gonna come up to you and tap you on the shoulder and give you $1,000 a month just for as long as you work there. Okay, it's not gonna happen. But you can do it for yourself. Okay, so there's different ways you can do it. Yeah, pick up a side hustle. There's a lot of different side hustles out there, but there's some side hustles that will probably just end up being just a side hustle. Then there's other businesses, side hustles that can turn into a full time, life changing business. And carpet cleaning is one of those. You know, there's other ones out there, but carpet cleaning is the one I can talk about because it changed my life. I started off as a side hustle. Okay. And I worked on my business until I could make it into a full time income. Then I went full time, and you know, I never have to work for somebody again. I'm my own boss. It's a good feeling. Okay, you're self made. You're self made means you're control your own destiny. Um, it's a great feeling, guys. So what I want to do is talk about your potential earnings, say as a side hustle. So your potential earnings, all right, as a side hustle. Now, it does differ. It is different where you live, because price of living's cheaper in some areas. So at the same time, people pay less for things, but typically around $1,000 to $5,000 a month could be your income as a side hustle, additional to your 9 to 5. Now that $5,000 a month, how would that change your life? For me, back in the day, man, that's like having another full time job, right? But say if you're working, okay, say if you're like a $40 a room guy, and you'll get it into knowing how to price as you grow your business and you build it, and you kind of figure out how you can do your pricing. Some people go by the room, some people go by square foot. So basically, it's gonna average out to about the same, um, for your area, whether it's square foot or per room. So if you're gonna make $5,000 a month, okay, then you're gonna work 5 days in that month. Say maximum 8 hour day. Okay. For me personally, $1,000 day for me is 4 hours or less. Okay. So even if that $5,000 a month, you're still working 20 hours in that month to make that type of money. If my math is messed up right there, just let me know. But yeah, that's amazing, right? But nothing good in life comes easy. Nothing. If it comes easy, it ain't gonna last long. You know. You think about people who win the lotto, and they say they're broke after so many years. You know, came too easy for them. They weren't ready for it. All right, they didn't know how to handle that. Um, so so yeah, and if it comes too easy, then everybody's gonna succeed. Everybody will. And then that's where competition comes in. All right. That's when there's so much competition out there. That's when that comes into play. So so yeah, like I said, yeah, it's not going to be easy, but you have to have a good business model. You have to start off the right way. You don't want to overspend right at the beginning. You need to spend wisely. You need to really make that money spread thin enough to where you can have what you need, um, and know how to buy the focus on let's talk about equipment. Focus on the equipment that really matters. All right, so I've done some videos recently and in the past about a lot of people that are starting off and they're looking for a site. They don't have a huge amount of money to start a business, right? They're not going to go buy a McDonald's, um, you know, or I mean, a lot of money is different for different people, but for instance, let's talk about a professional carpet cleaning truck mount setup. So that is going to cost you $25,000 for the entry level truck mount and your hose reels and wand, right? Just for the equipment. Um, yeah, it's a lot of money and a lot of people don't want to jump right into just purchasing that just because you know how to clean carpets. That's a wise idea, or that's wise thinking, because just because you know how to clean carpets and you got the machines doesn't mean you're going to be a successful carpet cleaner. As you know, the main goal is getting that phone to ring. As you know, the main goal is making that money so you can maybe pay the loan that you got on it, if you got it on loan, or if you put it on a credit card or whatever. So different ways of coming up with your money. That's a different scenario. But let's talk about most people. Most people, they have probably between 1,000 and five $5,000 to start your own business. Okay, 7,000. If you have 5,000, you have 7,000. You're gonna find a way to get that extra 2,000. Okay, so you have $5,000 in a tax refund, right? And you want to start your own business. So, which this is what most people do. If you're thinking about getting into the carpet cleaning business, so you got $5,000 or less, you try to get the cheapest machine you can, right? A portable, and you spend that money on a portable that is really gonna not gonna do the job, because you're dealing with a company that's selling it to you, and no, they just want to sell you it, right? For instance, a entry level portable, like I started out and didn't last me long. I mean, I've said it over and over and over, still sitting in my garage. Used it for about 2 months, and I was like, done with it. That's what you're gonna do, because an entry level portable that costs about $2,000, you're gonna have to pull that thing into your customer's home. You're gonna have to fill up the water manually with a bucket, and when it gets full, you gotta drain the dirty water out inside your customer's home, clean, and do that over and over and over, depending on the size of the home. The vacuum suction is not going to be great at all. That means you're going to have longer dry times. They're going to have longer dry times, the customers, which they're not going to like. They don't want to wait to the next day to where they can walk on it. All right. Um, that's setting yourself up for failure right there because your main goal is to retain your clients or your customers, turning into clients. So when you got wet carpets, which is one of the number one complaints, um, you're bringing machines in people's homes, all the noise and just chaos, and it just doesn't look as professional as the guys who are just bringing a hose in and doing their thing, right? Um, you're gonna start feeling insecure about your business, and then you're gonna start giving price breaks and charging lower than you really should because you feel that you're not you're your hardest critic. You feel that maybe you're not worth these higher ticket prices, um, professional prices. Okay, and that's just going to set you up from failure. You're either going to quit and try to sell the thing, and nobody's going to want to buy it, so it's going to sit in your garage, and it was a waste of $2,000. And if you want to get something else, maybe more expensive, like $5,000, $7,000, or even more, you're gonna have to make up for that $2,000 you just wasted. Now, I'm not saying everybody who has a portable then has to do that is gonna fail because I do know people, and it's very slim, um, very few that will run like that for a while, even a year or something like that, and actually build a reputation for themselves. But when they finally move up and get a truck mount or something with some power, they're like, "Oh my god, it's a game changer. I don't know what took me so long." There are a few people, okay? The Main Street carpet cleaning, man, entrepreneur. He's an entrepreneur. I mean, Chase. Um, he's one of my students, and he followed my course, built his business, went ahead and got that entry level portable, and he made it work, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, most of you are not gonna make that work for you. I got some questions here. I'm gonna go through here. All right, uh, Camillus. So this is the same thing. What I'm talking about is he says starting up his business has been a problem because he doesn't have the money. You know, it's expensive for him. So he's got to save up and build his credit up to get the money. Okay, so you have options, man. You have options. Let me tell you what I did after I bought that portable. Okay, I was over it. I got on eBay and I found me, and I knew nothing about truck mounts, zero. I found me a portable on eBay for $5,000. They said it was ran and everything. I didn't have the money either. You know what I did, guys? Because by that time I knew how to get the phone to ring. I did PayPal credit. They gave it to me. They give it away like nothing either, guys. To qualify for something through PayPal, very easy. They gave it to me. They sent it to my house. I didn't have a van to put it in yet. So what did I do? I started looking for a van. Found a van in LA for right around $5,000. I know, $5,000. I still have that van. It's my second van. Um, it was a salvage title. It was through a dealer that sold vans, commercial vans like that that were salvage titles. So theft is a big amount of those. So mine was salvage title from a theft. Picked that thing up. How did I get that? Well, I had a boat that we didn't take out enough. My wife didn't like it. She was scared. Sold that. I sold that and got my van. Listen, guys, if you want to change your life, you're going to have to sacrifice. You got to sacrifice now. That way you can live better later. People who don't sacrifice don't go nowhere. People who would rather buy a cell phone for $1,000 every year ain't gonna go nowhere. So I'm passionate about this stuff. I'm gonna drink my coffee though. So you got to get creative, man. You got to get creative. Now, as you know, I got Green Rhino Academy, right? As you know, I work with other companies too. So I'm working with a company called Magic One right now, and we got startup kits, right? And this is what we focus on is startup. And you can start your business from $2,500 doing VLM with a nice setup, though. I'm talking about a orbiting machine, OP. Okay, so if you're thinking about VLM is the cheapest way to get into a carpet cleaning business. Now you can also start with the 175 doing VLM for about 1,600 nowadays because prices went up on things. So if you're gonna get 16, just go ahead and save up and get that $2,500 one. And then if you use Green Rhino, guys, remember Green Rhino whenever you order any equipment and stuff from Magic Wand Company. Say Green Rhino, you're going to get extra equipment, okay, and special pricing. So remember that, man. So yeah, you got to get creative. You got to sacrifice, man. You can start off VLM, build your business, and then once you got that business, then maybe get some different stuff. Or for a electronic truck mount is one of our other entry level smart packages. So it's all about smart. Okay, we're not going to spend $2,000 on something that ain't going to do make you look professional and do a good job. Okay, but if you got about five $5,000, you can get these portable truck mount portables, electronic truck mount portables. You can leave them in your van. You can run 200 feet of hose if you have to, right? And your customer does not know whether you got a gas powered truck mount in there or not, or nor do they care. They don't care at all. All right. You got hoses coming in there. They don't got a big loud machine in their house. They're fine. You can get dry times. They're fine. Okay. So again, I'll put some links under this video too. I'm new on the live thing, so you might have to come back. Um, and but underneath all my videos, I do got links. But what I'm gonna do is put direct link Magic Wand Company and go to the packages. So you can go from just a portable and some hoses, or you can go to from portable heater hoses. You can move it out. You can whatever your budget up, you can go up from about $5,000 up. All right, but with that $5,000 kit, you can get started. You can look professional. It's not going to make you quit. You get tired of it. You know, you're not going to waste your money because guess what? Maybe you go ahead and move up to a truck mount. You can sell that because it's not a waste of space. That's an actual business starter. Matter of fact, I'm my other van. That's what's going in my other van. You know, it's smart. Okay. So remember Green Rhino coupon code, guys. Don't forget that. I'm in the all right, Orlando. What's up, man? He's listening while he's working. It's a commercial VCT. So and that's another thing with carpet cleaning, man. It's not all about carpet cleaning. It's about upholstery cleaning, tile cleaning, hardwood floor cleaning, VCT. I mean, you can do so much stuff. It's not just limited, okay? Because pretty much all of it is the same process, okay? Even tile cleaning. If you can clean carpet, you can clean tile, okay? VCT, there's different, it's a little different, but uh, let's see here. All right, so this is one of the main questions that people have, Gordo. Um, how do I get the phone to ring? Well, I mean, there's a process. There's a process that I use, there's a product that every other carpet cleaner, professional carpet cleaner out there that you see successful, if you go and see, if you type in carpet cleaning, you get that list, and then you see they got a bunch of reviews there, and you know they're in business and doing good. There's only one thing that they really do. I mean, there's multiple things, but is advertise. You have to advertise. But guys, I know I don't got money to advertise. Listen, when you advertise, you don't pay before. Now, if somebody calls you to run a ad in the paper or something like that, you got to pay before. But you're doing internet digital advertising, you pay after. Okay, so if you don't get no clicks, you don't pay. Right? So you have to run ads. There's different ads. There's Google ads. There's Facebook ads. Okay. There's even Yelp ads, which I highly unrecommend. Yelp sucks. Customer service is horrible. I wouldn't give them any of my business. Um, yeah, I've had some experience. I've actually gotten to arguments with what kind of salesmen are argumentative with you? I can't believe them. But there's a lot of people that actually build their business off Yelp too, and get a lot of their business, get a lot of business off there. So just spreading it out, right? So going door to door, going for even Craigslist ads. Now you got to pay for it, like $5 a month or something like that, or $5 an ad, which is good because not everybody's doing it now. I mean, even doing that, I was getting calls through Craigslist when I first started, as well as going door to door, as well as advertising. You know, Google Ads. So at my school, I actually teach you how to run Google Ads. Okay, I got a course for step by step how to build your Google ad. All right, and the do's and don'ts while doing it. But when you buy when you training, starting a carpet cleaning business 101, you get that course with it. You get all my courses when you buy that one. Otherwise, you got to buy separately. Much smarter to buy that one. So advertising, man, you got to advertise. That's how everybody does it, and that's the only way you can succeed. Okay, so LT, I bought my equipment from Magic Wand, and I love my setup. I only work with the best. My reputation is too damn good, and I'm not going to sit here and recommend something that is not going to be up to par. People are going to talk bad about later. All right, I worked with Optimum Floor Care forever. Okay, and yeah, they got awesome portable truck mounts too. Um, and but Tony's no longer with us. Okay, Optimum Floor Care. So I don't want to talk about any of that, the business over there, and personal stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, man, he's no longer with us. So anyway, Magic Wand, they're the ones right now. Okay. Customer service is amazing too, huh? LT. Customer service is amazing. And also, when you buy these electronic portable truck mounts, the maintenance on it is easy. All right. So if you're not a mechanical person, and trust me, these truck mounts they're a pain in the butt. When they break down, there's so much stuff you gotta evaluate and diagnose, and if you're not a mechanic, man, and you don't have any place locally that works on those things, you're screwed. You're screwed. That's basically the reason why I'm going to be putting that other electronic truck on my other van, because I'm never out of luck. I can work on these things now, but because I've been working on them, but I don't love it at all. I'd rather be able to pay somebody, but I don't have anybody around here either. So okay, so LT got the Escape LX. Okay, that's it's a good one right there. Definitely a good one with the diesel heater. You know, you can go with that. You can go with that, and you can get that through Magic Wand too. Um, I'm recommending the Vortex Lite. because the price and versatility of it. Because the Vortex Light, it's light. You can pull it out if you need to. Say if you get a job and it's maybe you're working for a bank, right? Um, you can't clean carpets with the door open. So you have the option of bringing it in there. Awesome. You got best of both worlds with that machine. You have the option to move it just like a portable or leave it in your van. Okay. So, and, the vacuum is great and you can get the diesel heater with that too. So whichever way you go and you can afford it, it's the way to go. Compared to gas price, truck mounts, it's way cheaper, way cheaper. About a third of the cost if you're thinking about getting your 100, say, I recommend 150-foot vacuum hose and solution hose with your portable truck mount. That way you can hit about 99% of all your customers without having to pull that thing out. I rarely go over 150 on my truck mount, and I have 200 feet. All right, grout shapers. Hey, if you like seeing some good tile cleaning work, grout shapers. Follow him. Okay, they're awesome. I mean, I'm just amazed at the work this guy does. And he's got a Nautilus MX3 1200 for stone restoration. Okay, so it's a portable that he uses for tile cleaning. So guys, that's what I'm saying. You can use that same portable to clean tile because it's 800 psi. If you add heat to that, it's going to clean even better. Which they can really go over a smart equipment for you to get when you're ordering from Magic One. Okay, yeah. So his first choice was Vortex. All right, so Yuri. So he said he knows from tile cleaning in the past that some of the grout lines would clean up perfectly, while others don't. Well, that's because staining. Okay, so grout is porous. It's like a sponge. If it's not sealed, what's going to happen is when you spill something on it, say coffee or anything that's got any kind of color to it, if you don't have a seal, it's going to seep into the that's bit right now. Seep into the grout like a sponge. So you can't clean below the surface. So you can only clean the surface. You can't guarantee the grout's going to come out looking brand new in any scenario ever. Okay. Usually it's going to come out next to new everywhere. But you're going to have staining here and there, especially on severely soiled, neglected tile. Um, that's why we seal it when we're done, and we let them know that this is going to help protect it, and it's also an upsell, so you make more money by sealing it. So you're not doing anything wrong, Yori. You're just expecting too much. That's all. So if you got proper cleaning solution and you're scrubbing it and you're rinsing it out real good and it still looks dark in some areas, it's because it's stained. It's below the surface. You explain it to your customer just the way I did to you. They'll understand it, and that's it, man. We just did some tile today, and the lady did a tile for uh, the bathrooms in this home that they're selling, and one of the bathrooms had hairspray, and if you ever clean tile, hairspray can really stick to that grout, so you have to scrub it real good. But I let the customer know, whatever is below the surface, it's going to be staining I'm sorry, that's just the way it is." So I let him know, and then when we cleaned it up, it all turned out looking amazing. So she was happy. Yeah. Well, okay, so he's Yori again. Will acid cleaners correct the staining at all? Um, Not really, man. Staining is this is a thing. Okay, this is a little tip for you guys, just between me and you. Don't tell nobody else. You know the same products you use on carpet to fix staining are the same products you can use on these grout lines for staining. For instance, if you got coffee, right, and you get an organic stain in carpet, use organic spotter, which is usually peroxide based. It is, and I'll get rid of that stains. Well, if that grout is porous enough, and you can spray that peroxide on there, if you know what it is, and it soaks down and does its thing, it could disappear. I mean, maybe not right away, but as it works, it could disappear. So you can treat stains because that's what they are, stains, Kool-Aid or whatever, deep into the grout. It may seep down there, but as far as just cleaning the top, you can just clean the top. The stain stuff, you're gonna have to let it soak and do its thing by chemistry. So, so you're not gonna find a lot of that, guys. Most grout comes out looking great as soon as it dries. That's another thing too, guys, is people are too urgent to see the results. It takes 24 hours for those grout lines to see the final results. Until then, you're gonna see shadows and which looks like spots that didn't clean up, and your customers are gonna ask you that too. "Well, that looks dark over there." Wait till tomorrow. If it looks bad tomorrow, give me a call. So, grout shapers, that's exactly how he explains to his customers. Alpha, he said he spilled a bunch of beer on his carpet. How do you clean it out before they come? Hurry up. Well, if you're not doing professional carpet cleaning stuff, just get some dish soap, right? That isn't too soapy. Get a rag and start working, and then get that rag and rinse it all out of the dish soap, and get it real wet with water, and then go over it like you're rinsing in it, and then let it dry. And you might be safe, man. You might have a place to live. You know, those house parties. I remember those days. Yeah, so LT said, Taff yeah, so Taff is the guy I work with. Me and him worked together to come up with these packages that are gonna be smart for people that are just getting into the business. It's entry level stuff, but this is entry level stuff that's not gonna make you look like a dummy, okay? I mean, we're talking 5 to $7,000 for all the equipment you need to make between if you want full time, excuse me, between $100,000 and $200,000 with one van. One of those things could do that for you. Okay, that's full time, though, right? Once you learn how to get the phone to ring, once you build your business, which I teach you how to do, Green Rhino Academy, underneath all my videos, check it out. I teach you how to build your business so you don't fail, right? And so you don't get buyer's remorse when you spend some money on some equipment because you know what? You're going to be able to use it. It's not going to sit there. And if for instance, you bought a full package, you know, 150 feet of hose, some heat, your portable, your vortex lights, one I recommend, um, and yeah. So I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Okay, let me see. Outstanding. Oh, the money you can make. Okay, so what's that gonna be if you got that on credit? That'd be, I don't know, $200 a month? That's one job. That's one job. That's one job on a Saturday, $200 a month. For me, that's my minimum is 200. I walk into a house and do 1 room, my minimum is 200, but I'll do 3 bedrooms for 200, alright? That's gonna take me an hour. So, people really get too caught up on the payment. I don't think about the money that they can make. Even if it's the worst month ever, even if you got 2 jobs that whole month, you still make a profit, you know? So, until you build your business and you know how to do it and you say, "You know what? I think I take this full time." A lot of people stay in their 9 to 5 way too long, and they should have a lot quit a long time ago, because they're just scared of that uncertainty. But you get more time to work on your business, and yeah, when I first went full time, I felt like I was retired. I felt like I retired early because I was working like I don't know 2 3 hours a day. I mean, I wasn't crazy busy, but I was working. I was making twice as much as I was at the last job I was at. Making twice as much, only working 2.5 3 hours a day. Yeah, I felt like I was retired. I was used to working 8 10 12 hours a day for all my life, you know? I mean, amazing, amazing feeling. Okay, so Austin Powers. What's up, Austin? So, yeah, he started my course about a week ago. Definitely some good info in there. Oh, it is definitely. A lot of people don't even know how good the info is until they actually get going into the business and get some experience, and then they look back and say, "Wow, that was no fluff, zero fluff." I'm not trying to just sell you a bunch of information, a whole bunch of stuff that makes it look like it's like to make it look like it's worth more because it's more words. You know what I mean? A longer book or something like that. No, I'd rather have a short book that's straight to the point. That's kind of like what my training is. All right. Well, let's see here. 12, three some thumbs up. Do me a favor, guys, everybody in here, can you give me a thumbs up? Because YouTube likes that and it'll recommend it. And comment. You know, I mean, you guys are commenting in there. I don't know how if the live comments carry over or not, but when this is done, it's gonna go to a video people can watch. So yeah, if people are liking it and stuff like that, I mean, we got 11 people in here. I see 5 likes. Come on, guys! I want to see the sixth. There we go. There we go. Um, let's see. Before I get off of here, answer a few more questions. Okay, so he said Rolando said, "Don't be scared. I made all the excuses on stuff I didn't know about the business. All right, so just don't be scared. Just stop making excuses." Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I can't talk about it. I mean, about other businesses, especially if I don't even know who they are. And Rolando, happier working for myself. Yeah, you know what? And the thing is the if you build your business right and you start and you what I mean is build a business right, your business model right, the longer you're in business, the stronger your foundation is going to get. Okay, think about it like a house. The stronger that foundation. If you don't build your business right, if you're pricing wrong, if you're targeting the wrong customers, if you're going to be advertising forever. And as soon as you stop advertising, your business is gone. So you're not going to be making as much money as me that doesn't really have to advertise. Okay. At this point, okay, full-time owner operator, I don't have to advertise. I'm busy. But I'm always educating myself and keeping up with the game because I have to teach my students how to do it. All right, I have to navigate and find out the best ways for them to advertise and strategies. So I'm always doing. So I'm testing. I'm testing. All right, I'm testing, putting ads out there, making sure the ads that I'm teaching you guys how to build are working and stuff. So all right, guys, I can't be on here too much longer. I've been here 45 minutes. Time flies. I could talk shop forever. Sometimes I talk shop and my voice just disappears. And it's been a long day already. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna end this one. I appreciate you guys showing up, man. If you want me to do some more of these, let me know. Please support. I always gotta. And hey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel or join my channel. It's like $2 a month. I don't make much money off this on this YouTube thing. Um, if I got like 14,000 subscribers, if I can get a bunch of people to pay me $2 a month, just $2 a month, that would help me out a lot. I think I deserve it. Put some good information out there. Darn it. All right, out of here. See you in the next one.